What is up, guys? We are facing Ronan the Accuser on Expert Mode with Peter Parker Spider-Man and Cyclops. And this is my first two-handed gameplay ever, in appreciation to you guys for us hitting 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. So let's go ahead and get Ronan set up here. So with the main scheme setup, we put the Kree Command Ship permanent environment in play right here with the permanent hazard icon. The first player has the Power Stone, and we also have control of the Milano. And then Ronan has his universal weapon where he has Stalwart, +1 scheme, +1 attack. And then Ronan's one reviewed is to search the encounter deck where they cut the power side scheme and put it into play with a crisis icon and 3 times player threat. Since we're 2 players, it's going to be 6 threat. And the main scheme will start off with 2 times player, so it's going to be 4 threat. And then Ronan comes in here with toughness. Let's put it on his hit points, which we have 36 right here, 18 times 2. And let's go ahead and shuffle up the encounter deck. All right, and then let's shuffle up Peter Parker Spider-Man's player deck. And we're going to do his first opening hand and mulligans. All right, so we're going to draw up to our hand size of 6. And let's see what we got. We got a genius, a backflip. Let's mulligan discard these 4 cards. And actually, do we actually just want to get our what warrior stuff set up? We could just play the Warrior Grey Weapon SPDR. Let's actually, that's gonna be really weird if we do that. No, actually, let's try to get something better. Let's mulligan discard these 4 cards and then draw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm definitely glad that we did that. So we got Nick Fury here. Okay, and then let's do a Cyclops opening hands and mulligan. So we're gonna shuffle up his player deck. And then draw up to his hand size of 6 as well. 5, 6. All right. And then, ooh, we got Sunfire right off the bat. Meditation and Avengers Mansion. I like his hand here as well. Let's see. I think, oh man, he has a good hand too. Let's mulligan the Tactical Brilliance and draw 1 more card. Back up to 6. All right. All right, so Peter Parker Spider-Man is going to start us off here. So let's see. We have, then we play Nick Fury. Yeah, let's use Scientist to generate a mental resource. This would be 3 more mental resources for a total of 4. So we can play Nick Fury. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, next, I think we want to get down Avengers Mansion. Yeah, let's use this right here as 4 resources so we can play Avengers Mansion. Then we're going to flip over here to Hero Form. And with the Power Stone, we have +1 Thor, +1 attack. So Spider-Man is going to Thor for 2 from got the Power Side team because it has the crisis icon. So we can't remove Thor from the main scheme while it's in play. So let's drop this from 6 down to 4. Nick Fury is going to Thor for 2. Drops from 4 down to 2. Nick Fury will take a consequential damage. Then we're going to keep the backflip in our hand and then exhaust Avengers Mansion for Cyclops to draw a card. Okay. And then it is Cyclops' turn. We're going to pass it over here. So Cyclops has the Milano here, so we can just get rid of the universal weapon right off the bat. Do we want to Avengers Mansion as well? Okay, let's use our constant training. Action, search your deck for a tactic upgrade and add it to your hand, limit once per round. So let's look here through our deck. Let's get an exploit weakness and add that to our hand. Then we're going to shuffle up our deck. All right, we're going to get 2 Avengers Mansions down here. Let's go ahead and play a meditation here. Alter Ego action, exhaust your Alter Ego. Then play a card from hand, reducing its cost by 3. So we're going to play Avengers Mansion here with just 1 cost. And that will resolve our meditation. We can exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Drew into Uncanny X-Men. Oof. If I get this down, then we play Sunfire. Then we gotta flip over to hero form, which I am okay doing. Okay, so let's use this as 3 resources so we can play Uncanny X-Men. I'll put that over here. Each of your X-Men allies gets +1 hit point. If each of your characters has the X-Men trait, each of your X-Men allies costs 1 inferior resource to play. Currently, we don't have the X-Men trait in our alter ego, so let's flip over here to hero form while we do have the X-Men trait. So right now, all of our X-Men allies are 1 inferior resource, so Sunfire is just 1 cost. Angel will be 1 resource, so we can play him. Sunfire has a response. After you play him from your hand, spend an energy resource. The Milan right here, even though Peter Parker has control of it, we can exhaust it to generate a wild resource for any player, so let's do that for Cyclops. And we're going to generate an energy resource with the wild here for Sunfire. We can choose an attachment with the text hero action or hero response and discard it. Let's discard the universal weapon right here with the hero action. So we get that right out of the way. And then we're going to keep the Utopia in our hand. And then let's have Sunfire thwart for 1 from Cut the Power. So down to 1 threat on there. Sunfire takes a consequential damage. And then that's going to end our turn. Let's ready everyone back up. We're looking really good here. We got 2 manages right off the bat. That is an awesome start. Okay, so Peter Parker is going to draw back up to his hand. So 5 here for keeping the backflip in her hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Cyclops will draw up to 5 as well, keeping the Utopia in her hand. Ooh, and we got a build support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, a lot of resources here. Okay. So it is Ronan's turn. He's going to add 2 times player threat every single turn. So it's going to be 4 threat per turn. So this goes from 4 up to 8. And then if it hits a 14, then it flips. Then Ronan is going to attack Peter Parker Spider-Man. Here's a force interrupt here. When Ronan the Accuser activates against you, give him 1 additional boost card if you control the Power Stone. We do have the Power Stone, so he gets 2 boost cards here. Let's take his attack to the face because we have a backflip in our hand. So the boost is going to be attached to Power Stone to Ronan the Accuser. So he gets the Power Stone. And then 2 icons. Ooh, we lost the Lost Visor. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage on Peter Parker. We're going to play a backflip here. Interrupt defense when you take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all the damage. So Spider-Man is jumping out of the way. And then here we took the Power Stone with the boost effect. Then Ronan's going to attack Cyclops here. We're going to have Nick Fury jump in the way. Same with the base of 3 plus 1. And then he has a Power Stone, so just 1 boost card, which is the Rogue Vessel. That's awesome to see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That knocks out Nick Fury. Ooh, I forgot. Spider-Man has an interrupt Spire Sense. When a villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. Actually, I forgot to do it. That's fine. So I'm not going to do it. I need to remember to do that. All right, so he attacks Spider-Man, attacks Cyclops. And now he's going to do encounter cards. There's a hazard icon here. So Spider-Man gets 1, Cyclops gets 1. And because of the hazard icon, Spider-Man gets 1 more. He's first player. Let's review Spider-Man's encounter cards. Gang up. The villain in each minion engaged with you will attack. So Ronan's going to attack Spider-Man. We're going to use Spire Sense this time. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw 1 card. We drew into a Spycraft. And see, he's hitting with a base of 4. I think we just defend here for 3. So this would be his boost card. The eviction notice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. We're defending for 3, so we take 3. That'll bring us from 10 down to 7. Then Peter Parker reviews his last encounter card. You stand accused. Ronan the Accuser attacks you with +1 attack. Okay, so he's going to be attacking us again. Do we cancel it? I don't think we cancel it. We can have Sunfire block. Okay, so let's use Spire Sense again so we can draw a card because the villain initiate an attack against us. Draw another card, and this time we're going to have Sunfire jump in the way and defend. So 1 boost card. If this activation is attack against overkill, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Sunfire has +1 hit point because of the Uncanny X-Men, so he has 2 hit points left. So he'll take 2, and then it's doing 5, right? Yeah, 5 damage. He takes 2, 3 bleeds over to Cyclops. So Cyclops drops from 10 to 7 as well. And then Cyclops will review his encounter card, which is an advance. Ronan's going to scheme now with a base of 3. What is that? 8. Do we let him scheme, or does Peter cancel it? I think we're going to cancel this one. So we're going to use the first player interrupt from the Kree command ship. When a treachery card is reviewed from the encounter, like the advance, we can exhaust the Milano and then spend 1 resource of any type. Let's use the Spycraft here because Peter Parker is first player, so he has control of the Milano to cancel the 1 reviewed effects of this treachery. And that is going to end Ronan's turn. So we pass the first player over to Cyclops, and then Cyclops will start us off. All right. So we got Utopia. We got Professor X. And we got a build support here. Um, hmm. Let's check what Peter Parker has over here on his side. Oh, we got a one way or another, and not really anything else. Um, do we want Cyclops to be the one drawing, or do we want Peter to draw here? We play Utopia, play X. We have an extra card in our hand, but we can grab something with our tactic upgrade. Let's save the Avengers Mansions for Peter Parker. So Cyclops is going to thwart here for 2. We'll cut the power and clear off this side scheme. It is defeated. So the crisis is gone. So now we can remove threat from the main scheme. Then we're going to use a double resource here. So we can play Utopia right here. So if each of your allies has an X-Men trait, increase your ally limit by 1. Let's put this over here. After an X-Men ally enters play, exhaust Utopia to ready an X-Men character. Currently, Professor X is only 2 costs thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. So this is a double resource so we can play him. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to confuse the villain. So Ronan no longer has Stalwart, so we can confuse him here. And then we can exhaust Utopia. After we play an X-Men ally, we can ready up another X-Men character, Cyclops. And then we're going to have Professor X go ahead and thwart for 3 from the main scheme. He will take a consequential damage. And then we're going to flip down to alter, so we lose our X-Men trait here. We're going to exhaust to recover by 3. That'll bring us from 7 back up to our full hit points of 10. And then we're going to use our concentrating. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. Let's get our, do we get a rapid response here? No, let's get a practice defense to our hand here. And we're going to shuffle up our player deck. All right. Then we're going to use the practice defense as a resource so we can play build support. This is a player size can come with 3 times player, so it's going to have 6 threat. And when we clear it off, both players can search their deck for a support with the cost of 3 or less put into play. So that doesn't do anything. Then we're going to use Avengers Mansion to choose a player, draw a card. Let's have Spider-Man draw a card. And we're going to pass it over to Peter Parker Spider-Man. So let's see what Peter Parker's got. We have one way or another, which is really good because we can get superior tactics. And then, okay, let's go ahead and just use Avengers Mansion on ourselves to draw a card. Well, I like the under surveillance as well. Let's play one way or another. Hero action, search the encounter for a side scheme and review that side scheme, and we can draw 3 cards. So let's look here for superior tactics. So put this side scheme into play. Superior tactics says the Power Stone cannot be unattached from Ronan the Accuser. And then when reviewed, attach the Power Stone to him. If he already has it, place an additional 1 times player threat on there. So this originally has 2 times player, so it's going to be 4, plus another 2, so 6 threat on here. And as long as this card is in play, we cannot take the Power Stone from Ronan, even if we do 3 more damage to him. We can resolve one way or another and draw 3 cards. All right? And then, let's get this over here. We got a Moon Girl as well. So we have a huge hand. Do we want to flip down? So he's confused. Actually, let's rearrange the schemes a little bit. Okay. Let's see here. We got our War of the Great Web. We can get Pavitri down. I think what we do is we actually just save Moon Girl for next turn. I don't want to have both players in altar. So for this turn, we want to focus on Kosin and maybe the under surveillance here. And then we also get a Spycraft down. We gotta get our defenses up. Yeah, I think that's the play. So we're gonna save Moon Girl in our hand. This would be 3 resources, so we can play Agent Kosin. Whenever he enters play, search your deck and discard pop for a preparation card, add to your hand. Let's look through our discard here for a Spycraft, add it back to our hand. Right. Then we are going to use 2 resources here so we can play Under Surveillance. We're going to attach this to the main scheme. This will increase the charge threat value of the main scheme by 4. So instead of flipping at 14, it's going to flip at 18 now. And we're going to use this as a resource so we can play Spycraft. Play only if you control a spy character. We have a spy character in Agent Kosin. When you review an encounter card, we can discard Spycraft, cancel effects of that card, and then discard it, then review another card from the encounter deck. So that'll give us a little safety there. And let's go ahead and have Kosin. Let's store for 2 from the build support. Drop this down to 4. Kosin takes a consequential damage. And then that's going to end our turn here. So we're going to ready back up. Peter Parker's keeping Moongirl in his hand. And then we're going to have Cyclops ready up as well. He has no cards in his hand. So Cyclops draws back up to 6 in Alter Ego. But we've got the Honor X-Men, which is really good. And Blindfold. Okay. And then Peter Parker's drawing up to 5 here, keeping the Moongirl in his hand. Okay, the backflip is really, really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, the Web of Life and Destiny. I shouldn't have tossed all those War of the Great Webs. So it is Ronan's turn. He's going to add 4 to the main scheme. It goes up to 9. Flips at 18. And then Ronan's going to scheme against Cyclops because we're in Alter Ego, but he is fully confused, so nothing happens. Then he is going to attack Peter Parker Spider-Man. We draw a card with Spider Sense. Interrupt when the villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card, which we forgot to do turn 1. And then we're going to have Professor X block and jump in the way of this. So he gets 1 boost card, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. He knocks out Professor X. He is defeated. Then Ronan's going to deal an encounter card to Cyclops, an encounter card to Spider-Man, and then 1 more Cyclops because of the hazard icon from the Kree command ship. So Cyclops first encounter card, Master Plan, place 4 there on each side team. So Superior Tactics goes up to 10, and then Build Support goes up to 8. So at this point, I don't know if I want to clear off Build Support anymore. Next encounter card is a Kree Lieutenant with Guard and Stalwart. And then we also got Fanaticism. Okay, we are going to use Spycraft here because Spider-Man is the one revealing it. So whenever Spider-Man reviews an encounter card, he can discard Spycraft, cancel the effects of this card, and reveal another card from the encounter deck, which is going to be an advance. So Ronan is going to scheme. We're going to have Cyclops use his first player interrupt with the Kree command ship here to exhaust Milano. Cyclops must send a resource of any type. Let's use our Ricochet Beam here as a resource so we can cancel this treachery here, and that is the second advance. Okay, and that will end Ronan's turn. We're going to pass the first player over to Spider-Man Peter Parker, and we'll have the Kree Lieutenant engage with a Cyclops. So he has guard, so we can't hit Ronan with Cyclops while this guy's in play. All right, Peter Parker is going to start us off. Let's see. So I think we want to flip down. Let's use Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. Okay, not what I'm looking for. We don't have another mental here, huh? If I draw 2 cards with Moon Girl, actually we could have webbed up Ronan. Let's see here. How much do I want to play Moon Girl? Let's check Cyclops' hand. Does Cyclops want to give away his mansion to Peter? Cyclops has Utopia. So we want to play Blindfold. We want to play Polaris. No, Cyclops wants his mansion. Yeah, we need another resource for Polaris. Yeah, we want to get that toughness. Even though Ronan has a lot of piercing. But yeah, so I think the players actually, we don't even want to flip down. We can play the Web of Life and Destiny. And then, or we just don't even play it. I think we just play a web shooter and then play a webbed up here. Save the backflip in our hand. Actually, we can save Moongirl another turn. Okay, let's use the Web of Life and Destiny here as a resource so we can play our web shooter. So we come in with 3 web counters. Then we can exhaust it to generate a wild resource. This will be 3 more resources for a total of 4. So we can play webbed up, attached to an enemy. Let's attach it to Ronan. Next time he attacks, we discard webbed instead, and then we stun him. Okay, and then let's see here. We are not going to worry about the build support right now. It has so much threat. This has 9. Kree Lieutenant. We're going to save these cards in our hand still because I'm drawing anime soon. Let's see what Cyclops has. We're playing 2 owls with Cyclops. Cyclops can thwart for. We could actually get out build support. This will be at 9 threat. It's going to add 4. So it goes up 13. He's not going to add any threat there because there's no more advances and we're going to both be in hero form. So actually, I'm okay clearing on the build support, even though it has so much threat. Kosin's going to thwart for 2. Let's bring this Back down to 6. Colson takes a consequential damage. Then we're going to have Cyclops use constant training. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade. Add to your hand. Oh, I do want to get the priority target, but I think right now we don't go for that yet. We can do that next turn. So let's get the exploit weakness. We should be drawing one of them into our hand as well. Oh, I forgot. Spider-Man passes it over to Cyclops. I forgot to say that. So that's why Cyclops is going to use constant training now. And then Cyclops will also exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw himself a card. Okay, then we are going to flip over here to hero form, where we have the X-Men tray again with the Uncanny X-Men. And we're going to play an honorary X-Men. Attach your friendly character. Let's give it to Cyclops. We get +1 hit point, so we go from 10 up to 11. And now we gain the X-Men trait even in our alter ego, so we have it on both sides and with the honorary X-Men. All right, let's go ahead and have Cyclops thwart for 2 from build support. Drop this down to 4. Then we're going to use, let's see. Do we play a Phoenix here? If we play Phoenix, we get another card. We play Blindfold. And we can save Polaris, actually. No, I think we save Phoenix in our hand. She gets a card next turn. Yeah, I think that's the play here. Okay, so this would be 2 resources because Blindfold is only 2 costs thanks to the Uncanny X-Men, so we can play Blindfold. After Blindfold enters play, look at the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Discard 1 and put the rest back in the same order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Ronan's not going to activate on us because he has webbed up. And then our encounter card is going to be Exhaustion, Pinch Maneuver, Blindside, and then it's going to search so we get a caught off guard. I think we discard the Exhaustion. Might as well just stay readied up. We get Pinch Maneuver, Blindside, caught off guard, and then his next activation is going to have Piercing. And that's going to be for the next turn. And is that going to be on Cyclops? I just got to remember that he has Piercing. I got to remember he has Piercing. Caught off guard will discard and upgrade support that Peter controls, so we can get rid of his web shooters, which is fine. Blindside to exhaust them all. Okay, so we're going to discard the exhaustion and put these 4 cards back on top of the encounter deck in the same order. When Blindfold enters play, we can exhaust Utopia because we played an X-Men ally to ready up Cyclops. Cyclops thwarts for 2 from build support, bringing us down to 2. Blindfold thwarts for 2, clearing it off. Should take consequential damage. Build support goes into the bigger display. Then both players can search their deck for a deck or discard pile for a support with a cost of 3 or less put into play. So Cyclops is going to get his X-Jet, put that into play here. Let's shuffle up his deck. So Cyclops has X-Jet and it comes straight into play. And then Peter Parker is going to get Quinn Carrier. Let's see. Do we have... Actually, let's get the Web of Life and Destiny here. I think we still have... No, we don't have any more Web Wars in this cycle. Do we get the Quinn Carrier? No, it's fine. Let's get the Web of Life and Destiny. Even though it's not going to be as useful, but yeah, we can get that into play here. So this just goes straight into play with Cyclops' effect. Actually, I'm trying to... No, I don't think we need the Web of Life and Destiny right now. Because we're going to get the Warrior Girl and we're going to deck out again. That's fine. We don't want the Web of Life and Destiny. Let's look through our deck here for Quinn Carrier and put the Quinn Carrier into play. So I'd rather get that extra resource for right now. We don't need the Web War stuff yet. Okay. And then I just realized I forgot to have Peter Parker activate. That's okay. Making a lot of mistakes here for this 2-player game. So Cyclops is going to exhaust X-Jet, generate a wild resource for an X-Men character for ourselves. Second resource, so we can play Polaris. Whenever Polaris enters play, give an X-Men character a tough status card. Oof, actually, I don't... If I get a toughness, the Kree Lieutenant's going to hit us. We just have an ally block. Okay, so we give Cyclops a tough status card here. All right, and then Polaris is going to... Let's swing for 2 at the Kree Lieutenant, and then she will take a consequential damage. And Polaris is only 2 costs thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. All right, and I forgot to have Peter Parker attack. Okay, so that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Here has the Quinn Carrier. We could have also gone Aunt May. That's okay. So readying back up. Peter's going to draw back up to his hands as a 5, keeping both the backflip and the Moon Girl here. Okay, and then Cyclops is going to draw back up to his hand size of 5, keeping Phoenix. So 1, 2, we got the prior target. That's perfect. And a full blast. All right, so it is Ronan's turn. He's going to add 4 to the main. It goes up to 13. He is going to attack Peter Parker, but he has a webbed up, so we discard the web instead. An attack won't go through, so no Spire Sense. Then after web is discarded, Ronan gets stunned. He's going to attack Cyclops. He's stunned. Nothing happens. Then the Kree Lieutenant's going to attack for 1. We are going to have... let's have Blindfold defense attack. So 1 damage goes on Blindfold here. Blindfold has +1 hit point thanks to Uncanny X-Men, so she still has 1 hit point left. Then we are going to deal ourselves encounter cards. So Cyclops gets 1. Wait, no, Peter Parker's first player. Peter Parker gets 1. Then Cyclops gets 1. And then Spider-Man gets the second one thanks to the hazard icon. So Spider-Man reviews first. The pincer maneuver, a side scheme here with hinder 2 times player. So it's going to be 4 plus 3 is 7 total threat. And then Spider-Man's last encounter card is Color Guard. Discard an upgrade or support your control. We will discard our web shooters here as our upgrade. That will complete that. Cyclops will review his encounter card, which is a blind side. You may choose one, send a first player, spend 2 physical resources, or exhaust Milano. Guess we could exhaust Milano. I like that thing though. Do we take a stun? We could just attack. Yeah, actually, let's stun the. Wait, no, that's Peter Parker. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to stun the first player, which is Peter Parker, even though Cyclops got the encounter card. Okay, and that will resolve the blind side, and then we pass the first player token over to Cyclops, and he's going to start us off. Let's put it over here. All right, so we preserved our toughness. Ronan's next attack has piercing. Oh man, okay. Yeah, because of the Kree Commando, I gotta remember. Okay, so that's unfortunate that he has piercing there when we have the tough. But it's okay, we're gonna get rid of the Kree Lieutenant and keep the tough. So Cyclops starts off, let's play priority target and attach to the Kree Lieutenant. Whoever defeats him can draw 2 cards. Let's check Spider-Man's hand. Do we want Spider-Man to defeat him? We flip down. No, we're okay. We don't need to defeat him with Peter Parker because we're gonna have a lot of resources playing Moon Girl. So let's see. Do we use our Optic Blast? We definitely don't need to Full Blast. It's a little bit of a waste of resource right now. 3 damage. Polaris swings for 2. That's fine. Let's have Polaris swing for 2. So his 4 total damage. Polaris takes a consequential damage. Then we're going to use Cyclops' Optic Blast ability. Spend 1 resource of any type. Do 3 damage and end with the upgrade attached. He has an upgrade attached. So let's spend the X-Jet as a resource to do 3 damage to your Kree Lieutenant. Knock him out. So no more guard. Then when he's defeated, we can trade the priority target and draw 2 cards for whatever player defeated, which is Cyclops. Okay. So 4 doesn't do anything anymore. I think... Do we just... Oh no, we need a thwart like crazy here. Okay. So I gotta get rid of the pincer maneuver. Gotta get rid of some threat on the main. Phoenix can get a Cyclops card. So I think we get our Tactical Brilliance. Yeah, okay. Let's have Cyclops thwart for 2 from the pincer maneuver. Drop this down to 5. Then we're going to use 2 resources. Oops. Right here. 2 resources, so we can play Phoenix. Whenever Phoenix enters play, choose a Cyclops card in your discard pile, add to your hand. Let's look here for our Tactical Brilliance and add to your hand. Oh, we still have 2 more left in the deck. And we get this to our hand now. Then we can exhaust Utopia, because we played an X-Men ally to rid of another X-Men character, Cyclops. We have Cyclops thwart for 2 again to bring the pincer maneuver from 5 down to 3. And then, oh, we still have the Milano here. That's fine. We can use it for the main scheme as well. Let's go ahead and play Tactical Brilliance. So, do we just use the mansion everything for Peter Parker? The rapid response is nice. Let's see. Do I play rapid response? Or do I play Forge, which is cheaper? Let's look at Peter Parker's hand real quick. We have Ironheart coming up. We want to get the War of the Great Web before we flip. We might not be able to do that. We do have a backflip here as well. Maybe we don't have to flip down. Okay, let's actually... Peter's not going to do anything with this hand action. I think we're just going to have Cyclops go off, because Cyclops can thwart for more. And then we can have an ally block a thing. No, it's fine. Let's just give it to Peter. Okay, so we're going to use this first player action, exhaust Milano, and then remove 3 threat from this scheme. So let's take 3 off of here. Clearing off, defeating the pincer maneuver. Then we're gonna have, let's use 2 resources so it can play a tactical brilliance. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from the scheme, 3 from the main scheme. Then choose a tactic card in your discard pile, add to your hand. Let's get the wrap response, which is a tactic card, back to our hand. Then we're going to use the wrap response as a resource. Forge just 1 cost next to the Uncanny X-Men to play Forge. And then both Forge and Phoenix will both thwart for 1, 2, 3 from the main scheme. Let's drop this down 7. I think it's time to play Moon Girl. Okay, they both take consequential damage. And let's put the allies over here because we're running out of space until we can ready up. And we can have 4 allies thanks to Utopia right here. Cyclops will now use Avengers Mansion to choose a player, draw a card. Let's have Spider-Man draw a card. And we're going to pass it over to Spider-Man. Okay, so it's good we got the War of the Great Web here. Let's, first we want to attack. That will remove our stun. We're going to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card with Spider-Man here. And then I don't want to play Black Cat because she discards Aunt May. So we want to use we use her as a resource to play the War of the Great Web. Attach the character with Spider-Man. So let's get the Spider-Man. We now gain the Web War trait. When the Web War ally leaves play, we can get +1 attack at the end of phase. Then we're going to flip down here to Ultra Ego. Use Scientist to generate a mental resource. Queen character generates a 2nd mental resource. And then this right here, Wild, will be a 3rd mental resource. So we can play Moon Girl. Play only if you have the champion or genius trait. We are a genius here as Peter Parker. If you play Moon Girl from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource used to pay for. Since we use 3, we're drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. And we did get Aunt May. So we play Ironheart. We get rid of backflip, so it goes back into shuffle, and a web shooter. Okay, so oh wait, we have 1 card left in the deck, so we don't play Ironheart yet. Let's use a backflip as a resource, so we can play Aunt May. We can exhaust her to heal ourselves by 4. That'll bring us from 7 back up to our full hit points, 10. Then we're going to use a resource here, so we can play our web shooters. No more space. This will come in here with 3 web counters. We can exhaust the web shooters to generate a wild resource in a hero form. Then I think we just play Ironheart deck out. Oh wait, if we deck out, we get the Kree Commando with the piercing. So Cyclops can just take the attack with its tough. So it actually works out. And I want to get minions here. Let's use a double resource so we can play Ironheart. After you play from your hand, draw a card. We deck out here, so we get a face down encounter card. Let's shuffle up the discard pile back to the deck. And that encounter card is the Kree Commando with Patrol. And his boost effect is giving him piercing. So he is completely okay. Alright, I think we actually just save this swing web kick. We can start to do damage next turn. I'm not going to exhaust, but I'm going to, because of space, but we're going to have Agent Coulson, Moon Girl, and Iron. Oh, I should have killed Coulson off first. That's fine. We're going to have Coulson, Moon Girl, and Ironheart all thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the main scheme. Dropping down 2. Coulson gets defeated. Moon Girl takes 2 consequential damage. Ironheart does as well. And just imagine them exhausted. And then we're going to end our turn so we can ready everyone back up now. And not a lot of space, but we are making do. So Peter has 2 allies, Cyclops has 4, and it would be really nice to have Agent Coulson back into the shuffle, but so we get Spycraft out, but that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay, so we are ready here. Peter's gonna draw back up to 6, keeping the swing web kick in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then Cyclops draws back up to 5. We've got a bunch of confuses now. Okay, so it is Ronan's turn. He's gonna add 4 to the main, so it goes from 6 or 2 up to 6. He's going to attack Cyclops. We're going to take it to the face because I have toughness. 3+1 and a boost card here. Give the villain 1 additional boost card for his activation. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Knocks off our tough status card. Then Ronan's going to scheme against Peter Parker because we're an Arc Eagle with a base of 2+1 is 3, plus a boost here of 2. So 5 threat going on the main scheme goes up to 11. Now he's going to deal encounter cards. So 1 to Cyclops because of the hazard icon, 1 to Peter, and then 1 more Cyclops. So we got 4 encounter cards here. So first one is going to be, Cyclops goes first. So first encounter card is Power Siphon. Choose one. You can spend 2 energy resources, exhaust them all, or discard 1 card at random from your hand. Let's lose 1 card at random. I'm okay with anything here. So shuffle up our hand, and we will randomly discard 1 card here because we have 2 ways to confuse them. I would like to keep Psylocke, but even if we lose her, that's okay. Let's shuffle up our hand. Okay, and we're gonna randomly discard this card. Oh, Psylocke. Okay, that's all right. So we're done with the Power Siphon. Next encounter card is a Kree Private with Quick Strike, so it's gonna hit Cyclops for 1. That brings from 11 down to 10. Then Peter's gonna review his encounter cards. So we got Kree Commando with Patrol, so he can't throw at the main scene while this guy's in play. And another Kree Commando. Okay, that's good that we got all the piercing guys out and an Overkill guy. And then Ronan overkilled Cyclops earlier in the game. Okay, so we're going to pass the first play token to Peter Parker, and then he's gonna start us off. Okay, so we're already at full. We don't need anybody to heal. We have a Spider Tracer. Let's check Cyclops right here. I think we're gonna give Cyclops a big turn. Cyclops has more allies here. Okay, so I guess we just want to clear off these minions and then remove threat from the main scheme, right? And then we want to start to do damage to Ronan. Okay, so let's see here what we're going to do for resources or for space. I want to actually play a web shooter. Okay, let's use Peter Parker's Scientist to generate a mental resource. This will be 2 more for a total of 3, so we can put down our first copy of Beat Cop. We can exhaust Beat Cop to move 1 threat from a scheme over to the Beat Cop. And this will bypass the patrol here because it doesn't count as authority activation. So even though we have 2 patrols, it is okay. And then we use Scientist, so let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. And then we are going to, do we just swing web kick him? We could also play a Spider Tracer. Use our web shooters. I think we want to get down a web shooter actually. Okay, let's use this as a resource to play. Actually, do we want to webbed up Ronan again? Prevent the encounter deck from coming out. No, that's fine because yeah, either way. Okay, so let's go ahead and use this as a resource so we can play our web shooters here. Coming in with 3 web counters. Then we're going to exhaust the Quinn Carrier to generate 1 resource. And then we're going to use Sparkers as a second resource. And then this web shooter as a third resource. Moving it. Okay, and remove the web counter. So 3 resources to play a swing web kick. We're going to hit the Kree Commander for 8 and knock him out. Then we're going to have Spider-Man swing for 2 at this Kree Commando. And then we're going to have, let's have, do we just kill all our allies? No, I don't think we do that. Let's have Moon Girl swing for 2 at the Kree Commando. And then she'll get defeated, taking consequential damage. The Kree Commando has 4 damage and 2 hit points left. And then we just keep Ironheart here to block. Okay, and then we're going to end our turn. Let's pass over to Cyclops here. So let's try to clean this up a little bit. All right, so we're going to, let's see. Oh, Cyclops has no way to get that card. Let's use Avengers Mansion. Request a player action from Peter Parker to Avengers Mansion out of turn. Let's have Cyclops draw a card. And then that is actually what we want. Okay, so do we actually want to get Nightcrawler out? Okay, let's use the X-Jet to generate a wild resource. This would be a second resource, so we can play Tackle Brilliance. Hero action, Thor remove 3 Thor from a scheme. Let's take 3 off the main scheme. Cyclops does not have patrol, so we can do that. We have blindfold Thor for 2 from the main scheme. She will take consequential. She gets knocked out here with her 3 hit points thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. So we want to get her back into the shuffle. And then priority here is Dazzler and Nightcrawler. We have Forge here as well. Oh, I forgot. And then with the Tactical Brilliance, I forgot. We have to actually show you this. So it says remove 3 different schemes, choose a tactic card, and you discard card, add to your hand. So we're going to get our priority target, add that to your hand. So that should have happened before blindfold Thor. And we do have to do it because it says it on the card. And if we show the effect, we have to do it. So let's go ahead and play priority target and attach it to the Kree Commando. And then we're going to have, let's see, Phoenix. Actually, what's our deck looking like? We have 4 cards left on deck. We are going to deck out here. Phoenix will swing for 2, knock him out. She'll take a consequential damage. We can trade the priority target and then draw 2 cards now. So 1, 2. I think we just play our visor. Play the visor. We have Avengers. We have 2 cards left in our deck here. So I think we just, yeah, let's use Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. And I think what we actually want to do is discard Phoenix, max out on our out limit, and get rid of Phoenix because I want her back in the shuffle. I also want Pixie back into the shuffle. So we do this, and then we can play Dazzler. No, that will not get Phoenix back in the shuffle. You know what? If Pixie's back in the shuffle, I think it's okay. Okay, we need to do some thwarting. I want to knock out. You know, I guess we don't have to knock out the Creeper right now. You can just scheme for 1. Okay, let's use 2 resources here. So we can play our Ruby Quartz Visor. We need exhaust this to generate an energy resource for our Optic Blast ability. And then we're going to use the Milano here. Actually, before we do that, we're going to have Cyclops thwart for 2 from the main. Drop this down to 3. Then we're going to use the Milano to generate a water resource. Peter Parker can use it for Cyclops because we can generate a resource for any player. And then this will be 2 more for a total of 3. So we can play Dazzler. She's 3 cost thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. When she enters play, confuse an enemy. Let's confuse Ronan. Then we can also exhaust Utopia. When we play X-Men ally to rep another X-Men character. Let's ready up. Actually, should we do Phoenix? No, she won't get knocked out. So we're going to ready up Cyclops here. And then Cyclops is going to thwart for 2 from the main, dropping it down to 1. We're going to have Forge swing for 1 at Ronan to knock off his tough stats card. Forge takes consequential damage. He has 3 hit points thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. Polaris is going to swing for 2 at Ronan, doing our first damage in this game. That'll bring from 36 down to 34. She'll take a consequential, 3 total damage. Dazzler swings for 2. That'll bring it from 34 down to 32. She'll take a consequential. And then I want to flip down here with Cyclops. So let's flip down to Ultra. And then that's going to end our turn. So we're going to ready everyone back up. And it is a mess here. Okay, we got all the... We have 4 allies of Cyclops thanks to Utopia. And we got all of our web shooting stuff here as well. So I am actually ready to start gunning Ronan down. If we can get our stuff not all messed up. Okay, so Peter Parker's gonna draw up to 5. I want Nick Fury to play this Spycraft. Okay, and then Cyclops gonna draw up to 6. We deck out, so we get a face-down counter card. And we got the priority target as the last card too, which is good and bad because we could just tutor it. So hopefully we get more minions here. Cyclops is gonna lead us off on this next turn. Drawing back up to 6, so 5 more cards. Oh, blindfold is really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Ronan's turn. He's going to add 4 to the main. It goes up to 5. He is going to attack Peter Parker Spider-Man. We draw a card with Spider Sense. We have the enhanced Spider Sense here. Let's have Ironheart block his attack. So he's hitting with a base of 4. Plus, actually, should we have Forge block? No, wait, we're gonna have Forge block this attack because Cyclops is maxed on allies. Spider-Man only has one ally, so Forge blocks. This would be to boost 4 plus 1, give the villain an additional boost card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. That will knock out Forge here. Then Ronan's going to scheme against Cyclops because we're an Arch Eagle. He's confused, nothing happens. This guy's going to scheme for 1 on the main scheme. And then he's going to deal encounter cards. So Peter Parker is first player. Then Cyclops gets 1. And then Peter gets another 1 because of the hazard icon from the Kree command. Peter goes first. Kree Physiology, give Ronan a tough status card. And that will surge. Under fire, surge and reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So, okay, let's just do this. So this is going to reveal the top card in the encounter deck, which is Fanaticism. Attached to Ronan the Accuser, this comes in with 1 Fury counter plus 1 times player, so it's going to be 3 Fury counters. These attacks now have Overkill and Piercing. And then the Fanaticism is going to surge right now. We saw the do surge under fire. So that got a Kree Lieutenant. Now the under fire will surge. Got a Surge Fest. Pincer Maneuver. Let's move Cyclops and counter cards over here. With Hinder 2 times player, so it's going to be 4 plus 3 is 7 threat. And 2 acceleration. Then last encounter card is Single Mind Fear. Ronan attacks has a Power Stone. We don't have it, so that will surge into Shadow the Pass. I don't like that for Peter, so we're going to cancel this treachery card right here. We're going to play an Enhanced Spire Sense. When a treachery card is removed from the encounter deck, cancel its vulnerability effects. And let's use the War of the Great Web as a resource to pay for it. So we can cancel the Shadow of the Past. I don't mind Sinister, but I don't like the Vulture. Okay, so he's done with Peter Parker's encounter cards. Cyclops will review his first one. He got a Kree Commando with Patrol, so 2 minions. And we also got an Assault. The villain attacks you. But we're an Arch Eagle, so it's going to surge. Do we want it to surge right now? We do. I should want... He has 2... Oh, he has 3 cards left. I want to deck him out. That's fine. So it's going to surge into a Kree Combat Armor attached to an enemy with the highest attack. So Ronan has 3. Reduce the amount of damage he takes from each attack by 1. As here, actually, we can spend 3 resources of the same type to discard his card. Okay. And then that is going to end Ronan's turn. I think we did everything. Yeah. So we're going to pass the first player over to Cyclops. And Cycle stars off. Okay. So we have a big hand. We have to worry about the Fanaticism right now. Let's check Peter Parker. Let's check his discard pile here. Peter's got 2 backflips coming up. And then, okay. So I think we want... Oh, we have Blindfold. She doesn't do anything right now. I need to play her to get rid of the Fanaticism, but right now she won't do anything for us. Okay, let's see here. What are we trying to do? We want to thwart this, and we want to get rid of probably this guy. I don't know if I want to get rid of these guys right now because they go back into the... Actually, he has the Fanaticism right now. Okay, let's just... Okay, we need to get rid of Patrol for Cyclops because we can't throw the main scheme while this guy's in play. So let's play a priority target and attach to the Kree Commando. Attach to an enemy. And then I think we use Constant Training. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. Let's get another priority target here. Add that to our hand, shuffle up our deck. Okay, and then let's give this one, let's give it to, who do we want to get rid of? I think I want to give it to Kree Lieutenant. The Kree Power is not that bad. So we attach it here to Kree Lieutenant. Do we have, that's fine. Okay, so we did that. And then, let's see, we could just Ricochet Beam the Kree Commando actually. Anything else to do in Ultra? There is not. So we're gonna flip over here to Hero Form. And then we're going to use 2 resources right here. Actually, let's use the X-Jet to generate a wild resource for Cyclops. And then this would be a second resource. So we can play Ricochet Beam. Hero action attack, do 3 damage to enemy, then do 3 damage to enemy with upgrade attached. The Kree Commando has an upgrade attached, so 6 total on him. Knocking him out. Then we can trigger the priority target and then draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Oh, Nightcrawler is actually really good here for the fanaticism. So I think we play. Actually, can save everything in my hand here. Let's have Cyclops thwart for 2 from pincer maneuver. We're gonna have Phoenix. We could actually max on allies here. Okay, let's have. Do we have a way to do 1 damage? No, we want 4s anyways. Okay, let's have Polaris swing for 2 at the Kree Lieutenant. Should take a consequential damage, get knocked out. Okay, then we're going to. I think we want Cyclops to do the drawing here. So let's have Dazzler swing for 2 at the Kree Lieutenant. Should take consequential, 2 more damage on him. So he has 4 damage, 3 hit points left. We'll use our Optic Blast. Do 4 damage to an enemy with the upgrade attached. He has upgrade attached. We'll use a Ruby Quartz Visor to generate a resource for that. So it's going to do 3 on him, knocks him out. Then we trigger the priority target and draw another 2 cards for Cyclops. So 1, 2. Okay, we got Psylocke here. Okay, then we're going to have Phoenix thwart for 2 from pincer maneuver. Drop this down to 3. We'll use the first player action, exhaust the Milano. Remove 3 threat from this side scheme, clearing it off. Then we want to. The main scheme has 3 threat. We could just. Oh, right. I want to get Nightcrawler, right? That was the point. So I think we use this and Professor X to play Beast. So 3 resources right here, so we can play Beast. When Beast enters play, search your deck and discard pile for a resource card add to your hand. We look through our deck here. Whoops. For a resource card and add to your hand, let's get the Genius here, because there's Beast's picture on it, and then shuffle this up. Oh, we still have Sunfire too to get rid of the Kree Combat Armor, so that's fine. Alright, then we're going to use a double here so we can play Nightcrawler. There's only 2 costs thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. And then we're going to have, let's see, are we just thwarting? Yeah, Beast and Nightcrawler will both, I forgot, Phoenix should take consequential damage, right? Yeah, she should have 3 damage, I believe. I forgot to give 1 to her. Beast and Nightcrawler will both thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we take it off of the main scheme. So it drops down 2. They both take a consequential damage. And we ran out of room again for our allies, so let's shift everything a little bit for Peter Parker. Okay, then we're going to have Avengers Mansion, exhaust it to choose a player, draw a card. Oh, I forgot. When we play Nightcrawler, we're going to exhaust Utopia to ready up Cyclops. He'll thwart for 2 from the main, clear it off. Now we're going to Avengers Mansion to have Peter Parker Spider-Man draw a card. Okay. And then we're going to pass it over to Peter, and we're going to keep these cards in Cyclops' hand. Okay, so Peter Parker's turn, we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw another card. Got Pavitri, so we can get our whole Web Warrior lineup here. Lady Spire does not do anything right now. We can take some threat off of Superior Tactics, I guess. So we still have B-Cop as well. Let's use 2 resources here so we can play SPDR. I'm going to save this Spycraft for when we draw Nick Fury. Then we're going to exhaust. We're not going to exhaust because we don't have space, but Quinn Carrier, 2 Web Shooters. It's going to be 3 resources so we can play Pavitri. Whenever he enters play, remove 1 threat from the scheme for each Web War card you control. We have himself, SPDR, and Spider-Man because of the War of the Great Web, so 3 threat off of Superior Tactics. Drop this down 7. And then we are going to have, let's see, SPDR swings for 1 at the Kree Private. Should take a consequential damage. Spider-Man swings for 2 at him. He has 3 total damage. And then let's have Pavitri thwart for 1 from Superior Tactics. He'll take consequential damage. And then let's exhaust B-Cop to move 1 from here over to the B-Cop. And then that's going to end our turn. So let's ready back up here. If we can. We have 3 allies with Peter, and 4 with Cyclops. We got a total of 7 allies here. Just complete ally swarm. Get all this stuff readied up. All right. All right. So I think we are more in control now. So Cyclops, keep these in his hand. Draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. We have to take a finasism here. Peter Parker's going to keep these 2 in his hand and draw back up to 5. Okay, we got a backflip. Perfect. 2, 3. Oh, Web of Life of Destiny. Awesome. So Ronan's turn. He's going to add 4 to the main scheme. He will attack Cyclops. Cyclops is going to take this attack to the face because we have Nightcrawler. So this would be his boost card. He's hitting with a base of 3, 4, 5, plus a boost here of 0. So 5 damage. Yeah, we're going to use Nightcrawler right here. When an X-Men character would take any amount of damage, Cyclops, because the attack has piercing and overkill, spend an energy resource. Let's use the extra to generate an energy resource to return Nightcrawler to your hand and prevent all that damage. So we teleport Cyclops out of the way and prevent all that damage. And then after Ronan attacks, we remove 1 Fury counter from here. Then he's going to attack Peter Parker's Spider. Oh yeah, I forgot. Then the Kree probably hits Cyclops for 1. That'll bring us from 10 down to 9. Then Ronan's going to attack Spider-Man. We draw a card with Spider Sense. We're going to take us to the face because we have a backflip here. So this would be his boost card. He deals a boost. Then he decks out, so permanent acceleration token on the main scheme. And shuffle up the encounter deck. And we do have both advances back. So gotta be a little bit careful about that. Okay. And then we're going to take this attack to the face. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This activation attack against overkill, plus 1, so 6 damage. We're going to play a backflip here. When you take any amount of damage, we can jump out of the way and avoid all of it. Then we remove another Fury counter after Ronan attacks. So just 1 Fury counter left on this overkill piercing thing. Then Ronan's going to deal Cyclops 1 encounter card because he's first player. Then Spider-Man 1, then Cyclops 1. This is the Command Shift's hazard icon. Cyclops goes first. We got to gank up. The villain each minion engaged with you will attack. Oof. Let's check here. I think we Milano this. See, we do get rid of the overkill. Let's see, do we have Peter Parker jump in the way right now? But then I don't want to get any eviction notice if we do that. We could defend for 3. Gets 1 boost. I think we just risk it and have Peter Parker because we have Aunt May over here. Let's check our discard pile. Do we have Moon? Oh, no, we lost Moon. I don't want to flip down with Peter, actually. So we're okay with Cyclops flipping down. So let's have him take this damage. We're going to have Beast block. He has 4 hit points, so he has 3 hit points left. So the gang up's going to commence now. Ronan's going to attack Cyclops. He has piercing and overkill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a boost of 1. So 6 damage with overkill and piercing. So 3 bleeds over to Beast because of Uncanny X-Men. 3 bleeds over to Cyclops. That'll drop us from 9 down to 6. And then Beast is knocked out. Then we remove the last Fury counter and discard this Fanaticism. So we just got 1 more Fanaticism left in that deck. Okay, next the Kree Pride will hit us for 1, dropping us from 6 down to 5 because of the gang up. Then Cyclops reviews his last encounter card, which is you stand accused, Ronan the accuser attacks you with +1 attack. So there's no more overkill here. Let's have Ironheart jump in the way of this attack. Sitting with a base of 3 +1 and a boost here of 0, and got rid of an advance. Ironheart is knocked out. Then Spider-Man reviews his encounter card. Oh, okay, I'm glad I didn't do that. So you may flip to alter ego form. Let's flip over and exhaust Peter Parker to remove the eviction noise from the game. Okay, that worked out. We pass first player over to Spider-Man, and Peter Parker's gonna start us off here. Okay, what does Cyclops have? He has this. Oh, he has Nightcrawler because he came back to our hand. Why don't we have any tactical brilliances? We don't have any at all. Well, Cyclops is gonna flip down, so we can keep the minion here for Cyclops. Peter's going to play the Web of Life Destiny. Ignore this card's resource cost if your identity has a Web Word trait. We do have the Web Word trait in Alter Ego thanks to the War of the Great Web. So we can get that card down for free. And then, let's see, I think we got to get rid of the Kree Combat Armor. Do we use Scientists first? Get down. Okay, let's have SPDR Thwart for 2 from the main scheme. Drop it down to 2. she would take excess consequential damage. With her effect, when she takes excess consequential damage, she comes back to our hand with her effect. Then with the effect of Web of Life, that's we can choose a player, draw a card when a Web War allies play. Let's choose Peter Parker. You're into Black Cat. I think we're going to Avengers Mansion ourselves here. Draw another card. Beat Cobb. I want to pre-combat armor with Peter's hand here. So we play Lady Spider. And then, okay, I think we can do that. Oh, what do we draw into Sunfire? That's okay, it doesn't matter. Because I want to do some attacking right now, so there's no point to not attack. Actually, let's check over here. I think we want Cyclops to do that, because Cyclops is going to draw some more cards. Do we do the physicals? No, not the physicals. We could do the mentals. I like rapid response, especially for Phoenix. I think it's okay. We have Pixie. Okay, we're going to request a hero action from Cyclops. Spend 3 resources of the same type to discard this card. So we're going to have 2 mental resources right here. And Peter Parker can exhaust the Milano to generate a water resource for any player. So let's do it for Cyclops, a mental. So 3 mental resources to discard the Kree Comet armor. A hero action by Cyclops during Peter Parker's turn. Okay. Next, we want to get down Lady Spider, SPDR, and a swing web kick. So this will be, we'll use scientist to generate a mental resource. This would be 3 more resources for yellow card, so we can play Lady Spider. Then we're going to use 2 resources right here, so we can play SPDR. Then we flip over here to hero form. We're going to have SPDR swing for 1 on Ronan to knock off his tough status card. She will take a consequential damage. And then we're going to use the Quinn Carrier and both web shooters. So this one gets discarded to generate 3 resources, so we can play a swing web kick and hit Ronan for 8. That'll bring it from 32 down to 24. Finally getting some damage across. All right, so next we are, we're not done yet. We're gonna have Lady Spider thwart for 2 from the main. Her effect, after she thwarts and removes threat from a scheme, we can remove an equal amount of threat from a different scheme. So let's take 2 off of the superior tactics and drop this down to 3 with Lady Spider's response. Okay, and then we're gonna have Pavitri. Let's just swing for 1 at Ronan. That'll bring it from 24 down to 23. He'll take consequential damage. We're going to exhaust B-Cop to move 1 threat from superior tactics over to the B-Cop. So let's just trade here. Superior tactics down to 2. B-Cop has 3. All right. And then that's going to end. So I'm turn. Let's pass it over to Cyclops. Okay. So Cyclops wants to recover. We can't use our Ruby Quartz visor here. There's no way to get that card. So let's go ahead and flip down to Alter Ego. We're going to exhaust your card by 3. That'll bring us from 5 up to 8. We're going to use constant training. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade. Add to your hand. Let's get our... Oh, wait a minute. I used all of them? Oh, man. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to get... I guess we get a... practice defense. Yeah, I needed a... Ah, that's okay. What's our top card? Okay, it wasn't top ability. That's fine. Shuffle up our deck. Okay. And then we will use Avengers Mansion to draw ourselves a card. We've gone to a double. We want to play Blindfold first before we do Psylocke, right? Yeah, let's just... Should we knock out the Kree Private? No, I don't want to knock him out, actually. I want to draw cards next turn. So, double resource to play Blindfold. She's only 2 resources because of the Uncanny X-Men, because Cyclops is X-Men here with honorary X-Men. So, Blindfold enters play. Exhaust Utopia to ready up Cyclops. Blindfold's effect, look at top 5 cards of the encounter deck. 1, ooh, Vanessa, perfect. 3, 4, 5. Discard 1, put the rest back in the same order. So Ronan is actually going to attack Peter and get Finesse as a boost. That's fine. And then he's going to scheme against Cyclops with a boost of 0. and we get these 3 as encounter cards. Or we can have Psylocke confuse him. But I'd rather him actually scheme with this than get the advance as the encounter card. Because if we get these 3 encounter cards, we can, let's see, take the attack with you, stand accused, get a Kree Lieutenant, which is fine, and hold breach. Yeah, we actually don't want to discard anything here. I guess we discard the you stand accused because it's an encounter card, and then we get Kree Lieutenant and hold breach. Yeah, it's fine. Actually, we could just confuse him and then get these 3 as encounter cards. Yeah, it's fine. We still want to get confused. I don't want him to deck out again because we got rid of both. We're gonna get rid of both fanaticism right now. So we discard 1, put the rest back in the same order, and we're gonna continue our turn here. Cyclops will exhaust to recover again by 3. That brings from 8 up to 11, our full hit points. Where's our hand? Over here. And then we want to, we're just gonna play Psylocke. So 3 resources here, so we can play Psylocke. She comes in with 2 psionic counters. She's only 3 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men. Okay, Phoenix is going to swing at Ronan for 2. That brings from 23 down to 21. She'll take a consequential, get defeated here. Dazzler is going to swing for 2. That'll bring her from 21 down to 19. She'll take a consequential damage. We're going to keep blindfold here because I don't want to throw out superior tactics. Psylocke's going to swing for 1. She has interrupt, remove a psionic counter, do 1 damage to an enemy, bring it from 19 down to 18, and confuse that enemy. So Ronan is confused. Then her attack for 1 is going to go through, so it's going to be 18 down to 17. She'll take a consequential damage. All right, that is going to end our turn. Let's ready back up here. And we're ready. We have room for everything. Okay, and both players are out of cards in our hands. So let's see. Peter Parker draws first, up to 5. Okay, I like the enhanced presence a lot, especially with this type of hand. Okay, we don't need the Spycraft anymore, actually. The Rogue Vessel is now the worst card. And then Cyclops draws up to 6. Okay, Tactical Brilliance, I like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So it is Ronan's turn. He's going to add 5 to Mainscape because there's an acceleration now. And then he is going to attack Spider-Man. We draw a card with Spider Sense. Drew into an energy here. We're going to have, should we have actually Dazzler? Yeah, let's have Dazzler jump in a way and defends attack. So it's hitting with a base of 3 plus 1, and a boost here is 2, the fanaticism, right? So 6 damage, knocks out Dazzler. She's defeated. Then he's going to scheme on Cyclops, but he's confused, so he won't activate. Pre-Private's going to scheme for 1 on the main. And then we get an encounter card for Spider-Man, encounter card for Cyclops, 1 more for Spider-Man. Spider-Man reviews first. We got an advance, so he's going to scheme here. That's fine, let's just take it. So scheme with a base of 2 plus 1, and a boost here. Oof, attach universal weapon to Ronan. Okay. Actually, we're getting Sunfire soon. So he got this. He has Stalwart back again and +1 scheme, +1 attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4 scheme. That will make this go up to 10. Then we get another encounter card for Peter. Hold breach. Choose to either exhaust Milano, spend 2 mental resources, or do 3 damage to first player. I think we exhaust the Milano here. Okay, and then Cyclops' encounter card is a Kree Lieutenant. All right, and then we're going to pass the first player token over to Cyclops, and he will start us off. All right. We got an exploit weakness. Wait, what was the card that I wanted? Oh, I wanted Sunfire. Yeah, he's not in our hand, I mean. Let's check our discard power. Dude, where's our full blast? Do we have a full blast in here? We haven't gotten our full blast either. Maybe we can draw into it. Let's use constant. Actually, let's check if we have any more attack upgrades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we have no more tactical upgrades, so let's use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Tactical Brilliance. We can draw a lot here. We don't have any patrol. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip over here. The hero form. We're going to use a double resource to play Tactical Brilliance. Here, action thought remove 3 threat from a scheme, 3 off the main. Then we can also get a tactic card from our discard pile, add to our hand. We will get our trusty priority target and add that to our hand here. We're going to attach this to the Cree private. Then we are going to, oh man, do I just swing here? I don't want to use our Optic Blast actually. So let's get Pixie down. We're going to have Cyclops Thwart for 2 from the main scheme. Then we're going to use 1 resource. So we can, actually let's use 1 here. So we can play Pixie. She's only 1 cost thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. We now exhaust Utopia to ready up Cyclops after we played an X-Men ally. When Pixie enters play, search your discard pile for X-Men ally, add to your hand. Let's get Phoenix to our hand here. You know, Sunfire's not there, right? Yeah, Sunfire's still in the deck. Okay. Pixie's gonna swing for 2 at the Cree Private. She takes 2 consequential damage. She has 1 hit point left thanks to the Uncanny X-Men. Cree Private's knocked out. Then we trigger the priority target and draw 2 cards because we knocked out that enemy. Okay, we got the Full Blast. Awesome. Priority target is done. So we want to Full Blast the Cree Lieutenant that has guard. And then, oh, are we going to deck out here? Let's look at our deck. We have 3 cards left in our deck. And one of them is Sunfire. Is there a way that we don't deck out? We play this on the Cree Lieutenant. Full Blast. Oh yeah, there is a way. I don't want to deck out because I want Phoenix to get us Full Blast next turn again so we can play it again. So let's attach the prize defense to the Cree Lieutenant. So he now has a tactic upgrade on him. So we can only use our Optic Blast if the enemy has a tactic upgrade. So now he does. So we can use our Optic Blast. Ruby Quartz Visor generates a resource for that. So we can do 3 damage to an enemy with piercing and ranged. And then let's use an X-Jet to generate a WA resource. So we can play an Interrupt. Full Blast. Hero Interrupt, when you use your Optic Blast ability, exhaust Cyclops. The attack deals 8 additional damage and overkill. So 3 plus 8 is 11. He takes 7, and then 4 bleeds over to Ronan. That'll bring it from 17 down to 13. The Ronan keeps the Power Stone because the superior attack is still in play. That resolves our Full Blast. This guy is defeated, and then this thing is gone as well. Okay, and then we're going to save all this in our hand because I don't want to deck out because I want to grab the Full Blast 1 more turn for next turn. So that's going to end our turn. We're going to pass it over to Peter Parker Spider-Man here. And let's see, we want Spider-Man to do a lot of damage. Let's see. Ooh, I don't want Lady Spider thwarting here. We could actually just play Nick Fury and do damage with him. Okay, let's use Avengers Mansion to draw us a card first. Oof, swinging web kick. Okay, Pavitri is going to swing for 1 at Ronan. That'll bring it from 13 down to 12. He'll take a consequential damage, get defeated, and we draw a card with the Web of Life Destiny because the Web Warrior ally left play. One way or another. No, I don't want to use that right now. We're going to have SPDR Thor for 2 from the main. Drop it down to 3. She'll take excess consequential damage, come back to our hand with her effect. We draw another card with the Web of Life and Destiny. Spider-Man currently has +2 attack because 2 Web Warrior allies left play with the effect of the War of the Great Web. So we're going to keep Lady Spider here. Let's swing for 4. That'll bring Ronan from 12 down to 8. Okay. And then I think do we swing web kick him there? We can swing web kick him, and then we just get rid of his toughness, which is fine. We're gonna take some retaliate, which would be fine as well. Let's check our deck. We have 2 cards left in the deck. Our discard pile here is 1 swing web kick, 2 swing. Okay, so we want to get rid of the swing web kicks before we deck out. And I think I'm okay holding on to the backflip. So let's use 1, 2, 3 resources right here. So we can play a swinging web kick. Here, action attack, deal 8 damage to enemy. We hit Ronan for 8. That'll bring him from 8 down to 0. And we finally defeated his first stage. He's on his final stage here, stage 3. He comes in with retaliate and toughness. Searching contact for the superior attack side and reveal it. It's already in place, so nothing else changes with that. And then he has 25 times 2, there's 2 players, so 50 hit points. And then he's going to retaliate our swing web kick because we flipped him over that. So that'll drop Spider-Man from 10 down to 9. Okay, and then he does have toughness. Actually, let's put it here. I don't know if I forgot to do that earlier, so we remember. Okay, if we play SPDR, she dies to get rid of the toughness. I think we don't use SPDR anymore. We can play Nick Fury, lose a backflip, play endurance as well. Okay, let's use this as a resource to play endurance. This will increase our max hit points by 3. So we go from 9 up to 12. Then we're going to use 4 resources here. So we can play Nick Fury. Yeah, I think that's okay. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and draw 3. So we drew 2 cards, we deck out, face down and counter card. Then we shuffle up our deck, or our discard pile, back to our deck. And we're going to draw 1 more card because Nick is drawing us 3. Okay, 1 more card. Oh, okay, that is good. Spire Tracer. Let's have Nick Fury swing for 2 at Ronan. That will knock off his tough stats card. Nick will take a retaliate and a consequential damage. And then we will exhaust B-Cop to move 1 threat from the main scheme over to the B-Cop. So B-Cop has 4 threat now. Alright, we're going to keep Lady Spider up and running here. And we don't really do anything here. We still have the Quinn Carrier. That's going to end our turn. So both players are going to hold on to some cards. Let's ready back up. No more fanaticisms. We're ready to gun him down. We just got to deal with the retaliate. But Cyclops has got a full blast coming. And Spider-Man has 3 swing locations left in the deck right now. So, okay. So let's, for Peter Parker, let's discard the Spike Tracer and draw back up to our hands as a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. But we got Coastin and Spycraft. Right? Well, we don't necessarily need that right now. Cyclops is going to draw back up to 5 as well. We're going to keep all of these and just draw 1 more because I don't want to deck out. Okay, so Ronan's turn, he's going to add 5 to the main. He attacks Cyclops because we are first player. We're going to have Pixie block this one. So hitting with a base of 4, 5, 6 plus a boost here. 7, 8. Okay, I'm glad that that didn't come out. So knocks out Pixie. Then he's going to attack Spider-Man. Spider-Man's trigger so we can draw a card. Ooh, we got a backflip. Do we keep Nick to block and just use our backflip here? He might attack again, either Cyclops or Spider-Man. I think we do keep Nick to block. I'd rather keep Blindfold up and running. It doesn't really matter, actually. We could just have Blindfold block. That's fine. We're going to have Nick Fury block this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boost is 2. We got rid of the Rogue Vessel. So 7 damage, knocks out Nick Fury. Then Ronan will deal his encounter cards. So 1 to Cyclops, he's first player. Spider-Man gets 1. And then Cyclops gets 1 more. Alright, first one is Under Fire, Surge, and reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So top card is Kree Commando. Then we do the Surge, which is going to be another Kree Commando. Then Cyclops got Single Mind Fury. Ronan attacks her as a Power Stone. We don't have it. He has it, so it's going to Surge. Kree Physiology. Surge and give Ronan a tough status card. Got the power, so it's Side Scheme here with the Christ icon and 6 threat. So we can't remove that from the main scheme while this is in play. Spider-Man's going to go. Single Mind Fury. That's going to Surge because he has the Power Stone. We got Cannon. Oof, another Side Scheme. Hinder 3 times player. So 6 plus 1 is 7 threat. And then last encounter card is a Kree Private with Quick Strike. It's going to hit Peter Parker for 1, dropping us from 12 down to 11. All right, then we pass this over to Peter, and he's going to start us off. Let's see. Man, okay. We got too many minions to do anything right now. All right, let's see. What does Peter have? We don't want to one way or another again. Maybe I should have enhanced Spire since one of those single-minded Furies, but it's not the biggest deal. I think we want to just play Coastin. That's actually all we have. Okay. So we're going to use 3 resources right here so we can play Agent Coastin. After he enters play, search your deck and discard off for a preparation card. Add chain. Let's get the Spycraft back to our hand. I don't think Cyclops needs the resources now, so let's use Avengers Mansion on Spider-Man. Draw a card. We got Ironheart. Let's exhaust the Queen card to generate 1 resource. And then second resource, so we can play Ironheart. When she enters play from your hand, draw a card. Ah, man. Let's have Lady Spider here. Thwart for 2 from Cannonade. Her effect is going to remove another 2 threat from a different scheme, so let's take 2 off to cut the power. She would take consequence damage, get defeated. Then with the effect of Web Life Dusting, we can draw a card. Spider-Man now gets +1 attack, so we have 3 attack on Peter. Ooh, we definitely want a Black Cat here. Do we get rid of the Spycraft? Yeah, we don't need it right now. There's no fanaticisms and no rogue vessel. So 2 resources so we can play Black Cat. Whenever she enters play, discard top 2 cards of your deck. Add each mental resource to this card to your hand. We didn't get any. So they just both get discarded. Alright, let's see. We don't care about the Kree Pride. We gotta knock out the Kree Commando and do some thwarting. So first player action, exhaust the Milan, remove 3 threat from Cannonade. Let's drop this down to 2. Kosin will thwart for 2, clear it off. He'll take a consequential damage. Spider-Man has +1 attack because Lady Spider left play earlier, right? So he has 3 attack. Let's swing for 3 at the Kree Commando. And then we're gonna have we're gonna give Cyclops. Oh, there's no we need Cyclops to pierce is a thing. Tackle Brilliance. Could get a Ricochet Beam. That doesn't really do too much for us. Okay, let's have Black Cat swing for 1 at the Kree Commando right here. She does not take consequential damage for attack activations. And then Ironheart is gonna swing here for 1 at let's do it on this Kree Commando, I guess. And she'll take consequential damage. Alright, that's gonna end Peter's turn. We're gonna pass over to Cyclops. Okay, so we're going to Avengers Mansion to draw a card with 1 card left in the deck, which is Sunfire to get rid of the universal weapon. And then let's see here. So these guys have patrol, so we can't thwart the main scheme, but we can thwart the side schemes here. So we're gonna have Cyclops go ahead and just thwart for 2 to drop this from 4 down to 2. Then we're going to exhaust. Do we do that? No, we want to get Phoenix down first. So let's use 2 resources here so we can play Phoenix. Whenever she enters play, we can ready up Cyclops with Utopia. Then search your deck for a Cyclops card, add to your hand with Phoenix's effect. We're going to get the Full Blast here. I want to Full Blast Ronan again and get it back into our shuffle. So next we're going to use the X-Jet to generate a WA resource so we can play Exploit Weakness and attach this to Ronan. And then we have no guard, so we're going to have Cyclops use Optic Glass, spend 1 resource of any type to deal 3 damage to the enemy with upgrade attached to Ronan. The Report's Visor will give us piercing and ranged. And then we're going to use a resource to play a Full Blast here. When you use your Optic Blast ability, it deals 8 additional damage and overkill. So it's going to be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and we have to exhaust Cyclops. So 11 damage plus 1 with the Exploit Weakness, pierces out the tough and ranged. So 12 damage. That'll bring Ronan from 50 down to 38. And since it has range, he will not retaliate against us. That resolves our Full Blast. Then we're going to have Blindfold Thwart for 2. Declare off, cut the power here. She'll take a consequential damage. We're going to request a player action from Peter Parker, exhaust B-Cop to move 1 threat from the main over to the B-Cop. And then Phoenix is going to swing for 2, knock out the Kree Commando. She'll take a consequential damage. This guy is defeated. Ooh, did I just have Blindfold? No, she threw it from cut the power. Yeah, so it's fine. Because we still have a patrol on us. And then I think I want Cyclops to flip over here. Because we're going to be decking out. We want to get our tactic cards to our hand. We're going to get Sunfire. We can't confuse Ronan, which is a little bit annoying. Or we just get the universal weapon back in there. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, we're going to use this hero action right now. So hero action on the universal weapon. Take 2 damage. We draw from 11 down to 9. Then do yourself a face down encounter card. Shuffle the universal weapon back into the encounter deck. And then we're okay if it comes out again. I just want to cancel a scheme activation by confusing him here with Psylocke. Okay. So we have the encounter card. All right, then we're going to flip over here to Alter Ego. We're gonna have Psylocke attack Ronan. Her interrupt happens first. Remove a counter, deal 1 damage. It's not an attack, so it just does 1. Confuse him. He no longer has Stalwart. And then her attack will go through for 1. So that'll bring him 2 damage because the exploit weakness doing double or doing 1 more. So 37 down 35. She would take a retaliate and a consequential damage. She does not have ranged. And then that is gonna end our turn. So Cyclops will discard the attack with Brilliance here. Peter Parker's gonna keep backflip and enhance Spark Sense. We're gonna ready everyone back up. And I think we may be able to get the kill shot this next turn if Spider-Man can get into some swinging web kicks here. Or if Cyclops can get his full blast again. All right. Okay, we're readied up. All right, Peter's drawing 3 more. Ooh, swing web kick. Ooh, swing web kick. Okay. And Cyclops draws 1. Sunfire, he decks out, face down, and counter card. Then we're going to shuffle up our discard pile here. Okay, and we're drawing 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we got. We got, oof, no damage cards. Yeah, we might not have the kill here. But we do have a lot of allies to do damage. Okay, so it is Ronan's turn. He's going to add 5 to the main. He attacks Spider-Man. We draw a card here with Spider Sense. Backflip. So let's take this attack to the face. This would be its boost. The attack has piercing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to play a backflip here. When you take any amount of damage from an attack, jump out of the way, avoid all that damage. He hits us for 1. We take it, drawing from 11 down to 10. Ronan's going to scheme on Cyclops, but he is confused. The scheme won't go off. He's going to scheme for 1 on the main scheme. Then Ronan will deal encounter cards. Peter first. Cyclops has 3. And then another one for Peter. All right, let's see. So Peter's going to go first. We got Pincer Maneuver. Side scheme coming in. With hinder 2 times player plus 3. So 7 threat. 2 acceleration. And then we got Universal Weapon. So Ronan gets a Stalwart again. Okay, and then Cyclops here has use and accuse. He's going to scheme with +1 scheme. Then we're going to cancel. Let's use Enhanced Fire Sense to cancel your treachery card for Peter Parker. Anyone can reveal it, and Spider-Man can cancel it using the War of the Great Web as a resource to pay for it. So I'll cancel this one. Next encounter card, Pre-Physiology. Surge, give Ronan toughness. That is going to surge. So we got exhaustion. Exhaust your identity. That will surge. Caught off guard, discard an upgrade or support you control. Cyclops does not want to lose anything here. I don't think we need the Honor X-Men anymore. Yeah, let's actually discard the Honor X-Men. So we lose the X-Men trait in Alter Ego, and we lose 1 hit point, going from 9 down to 8. Last encounter card, Special Delivery. You may exhaust him Milano. If you don't, he's going to attack. Let's exhaust Milano. Or he's going to scheme on me because we're in Alter. All right, then the Exploit Weakness has a temporary keyword, so it gets discarded at the end of the round. Okay, we pass over to Cyclops. He's going to start us off. All right, I think we actually still have the kill here. And I'm not going to Sunfire the Universal Weapon because we just want to get damage off. So let's use our Concentrating ability. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand. We're going to get our Exploit Weakness here. Shuffle up our deck. And I want to make sure that Peter Parker has enough resources for his double swinging web kicks. So let me check here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. Is it impossible for us to get the resource? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, we don't have the Milano. I should have planned that through. How can Peter Parker get another card? Oh, man. Okay, so Peter's only going to play 1 swing web kick unless we draw into a double. But I'm not going to bank on that happening. All right, that's fine. So we're going to, let's see. So we have the Exploit Weakness in our hand. None of these guys have guard, so we can just ignore them and go straight for Ronan here. So let's go ahead Actually, wait, is there another? Oh, I shouldn't have gone exploit weakness. I should have gone the other tactic upgrade to draw a card, to draw 2 cards. That's fine. Okay, we're gonna flip over here to hero form. We're going to use the X-Jet to generate a resource, so we can play exploit weakness and attach this to Ronan. So increase the amount of damage he takes from each attack by 1. Then we're going to, I guess Peter's only going to play swing web kick, so we can use the mansions on Cyclops. Do we? I think we still have enough damage. Okay, so let's use Avengers Mansion for Cyclops to draw a card, and then we're going to have Peter use Avengers Mansion as a player action request for Cyclops to draw another card. Okay, I'm fine getting more allies. So we're going to use our Optic Blast ability. Spend 1 resource, the Ruby Quartz Visor, to do 3 damage to an enemy, and it has piercing in range now because we use the Ruby Quartz Visor. So we pierce off the tough. It does 3 plus 1 with the exploit weakness, so 4 damage. That'll bring Ronan from 35 down to 31. That attack has range, so he will not retaliate on us. Then we're going to have Psylocke swing for 1. It does an extra damage with exploit weakness, so 2. That'll bring Ronan from 31 down to 29. She would take a retaliate and a consequent damage. She gets knocked out. We're going to have Blindfold, Thor for 2. Oh no, she stays in play even with Thor, that's fine. We're going to have Phoenix swing for 2. It does 3 to Ronan, so bring him from 29 down to 26. He'll retaliate, should take consequent damage, so 3 damage on Phoenix. Then we're going to use, I guess, 3 resources here so we can play Beast. When Beast enters play, we can exhaust Utopia to ready up another X-Men character. We're not going to do Cyclops, we're going to do Phoenix so she can attack again. And then Beast can get a double resource from our discard pile to our hand. Okay, and he's 3 costs because of the Uncanny X-Men, because we are all X-Men here in our hero form. Beast swings for 2. It does 3 because exploit weakness. That'll driven from 26 down to 23. He'll take a retaliate, consequential damage. Phoenix swings for 2. It does 3. So I'll bring it from 23 down to 20. She'll take a retaliate, get knocked out. Okay. Then we have so many more allies here. Let's use a resource so we can play To Me My X-Men. Play only if your deck has an X-Men trait. Here, actually look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put an X-Men ally into play. So we're going to put Polaris here into play, shuffle these 4 cards back into the deck. After Polaris enters play, give an X-Men character a tough status card. Let's just give Polaris herself a tough status card. She's going to attack Ronan. 3 damage with the exploit weakness. That'll bring it from 20 down to 17. He'll retaliate. She'll take a consequential damage. Then we have more allies to play. So Sunfire is just 1 cost. So 1, or it doesn't matter. Double to play Sunfire. We're not going to use his effect. He swings for 3 because the exploit weakness. So bringing him from 17 down to 14. He'll take a retaliate and a consequential damage. Then we're going to use a resource. Angel says reduce the cost of playing by 1 if your Denny has a Mueller X-Men trait. We do have the X-Men trait, so it's 1 cost because Uncanny X-Men as well. So 1 resource to play Angel. He swings for 3. That'll bring Ronan from 14 down to 11. Takes a retaliate and a consequential damage. I forgot, when we have our ally limit max out, we must discard 1. So let's just discard Blindfold here, because we only have 4 allies because of the Utopia. So did we do the 3 damage from Angel? It doesn't matter. Okay, so Angel would take a retaliate and a consequential damage. And then Cyclops will end his turn. We're going to pass over to Peter Parker's Spider-Man. And then, yeah, we're going to have Black Cat swing for 1. It does additional damage, so that'll be 2 damage. That'll bring her from 11 down to 9. She would take a retaliate, but no consequential damage. And then we're going to have Coulson swing for 2, bring him from 9 down to 7. He'll take a retaliate, consequential damage, knock him out. And he does 2 because of the exploit weakness there. Coulson is defeated. We can clean up our board a little bit. Ironheart swings for 1 plus 1 is 2. That'll bring her from 7 down to 5. She takes a retaliate, gets knocked out. And then we can clean up these allies. I think they can just all barely fit here. And Spider-Man's going to finish it off. All right. Cleaning up the board. All right. And then we're going to use the Quinn Carrier. Actually, let's use the Web Shooter here, so we can discard it to generate a wild resource. And then this will be 2 more resources for a total of 3, so we can play a swinging web kick It hit Ronan for 8. It does additional damage because of exploit weakness. So 9 damage. That'll bring it from 5 down to 0. And that is a super long game of Ronan on expert mode, two-handed. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited for this community that we have. Thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one.